Do you solemnly swear or affirm that your testimony in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you.
You may proceed.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Could you state your name for the record and spell your last name?
Rachel Gentel, Jeantel.
Ms. Gentel, what is your date of birth?
February the 1st, 1994.
And you are how old right now?
19.
Okay. Have you previously gone by the name of Diamond or Dee Dee nicknames?
Yes.
Okay. And you currently live in Miami?
Yes.
Where were you born?
Miami.
Okay. Where did you grow up?
Miami.
Okay. Is your family originally from where?
Haiti and Dominican.
Okay. Haiti and the Dominican Republic?
Yes.
Okay. Was your mother born in Haiti?
Yes.
And you live with your mother?
Yes.
Are you going to school at this time?
Yes.
And what school are you going to?
Miami Northern Senior High.
And what grade will you be in starting in the fall?
12.
While you were growing up in Miami, did you become friends with a person by the name of Trayvon Martin?
Yes.
In fact, did you go to elementary school with him?
Objections leading.
I'll be glad to rephrase it. While you were in elementary school, did you meet Trayvon Martin when he was in school with you?
Yes.
Okay. And later, specifically in February of 2012, last year, did you end up having contact with him again?
Yes.
Okay. Specifically in February of 2012, did he end up coming by your neighborhood, and did you end up
He came
talking
around
to
my
him?
area.
Okay. Did you ever actually formally go out on a date with him?
No. We were just friends.
I want to focus on February 26th of 2012, that Sunday. Were you living in Miami, and were you in Miami on that date?
Yes.
Okay. And were you aware that Trayvon Martin was up in Sanford on that day?
Yes.
Okay. Did you talk to Trayvon Martin that day on the telephone?
Yes.
And during that day, did you talk to him several times on the phone?
Yes.
Back in February of 2012, was your phone number 786-419-3726?
Yes.
And was Trayvon Martin's number 786-312-9558?
Yes.
Okay. Having interacted with Trayvon Martin prior to talking to him that day, do you know what type of phone did he have? Did he have a cell phone?
Yes.
Okay. And did he have a cell phone that had, I don't know what you call those things.
Headset.
Headset?
Yes.
And do you know how that was controlled?
Yes.
How was it controlled?
He had a headset.
Like
right
plugs
there.
going into your ear, and
Yeah,
you have a
button to talk to,
Okay.
like a speaker.
Now, that evening, were you all talking on the telephone?
Yes.
And did he describe something to you that occurred?
Yes.
Okay. I want to focus, when you were talking to him on the phone, did he describe being at a particular place and the weather conditions?
Yes.
Tell us about that if you could.
What happened at the store, or?
Yes, at the store.
He was going to the store for his future stepbrother, I think named Chad.
Okay. Did he say what he was going to go get at the store?
A candy in Arizona.
Okay. Did he tell you the particular store that he was going to, or was
No, corner store in Michigan.
And did he describe the weather condition, whether it was sunny, rainy, snowing,
It
or
was
what?
about to rain when he was going.
Okay.
It was about to rain when it was going.
Now, did that conversation with Trayvon Martin continue throughout there, and then also what followed?
Yes.
Okay. And during your conversations with Trayvon Martin, at some points did your phone and his disconnect?
Yes.
Okay. And did either he call you back or you called him back?
He called me back.
Okay. Now, at some point, did Trayvon Martin describe going back to the neighborhood, to the retreat at Twin Lakes, the complex where he was staying at?
Yes.
Okay. I want to pick up from there. Did he describe when he was at the complex something happening?
Yes.
Tell us, if you can, what he described happening.
A man was watching him.
When he told you that a man was watching him, did you say anything to him?
No, I didn't think it was a big idea.
I'm sorry.
I did not think it was a big idea, so no.
And-
I did not think it was a big idea, so I did
Okay.
not.
What happens is sometimes you've got two microphones, so it might be a little confusing. Could you just, either move or, that's all right, just get closer. You're doing fine, but you have to get close to the microphone so everybody can hear you. Especially this lady right here in front, she's taking everything down, so she needs to be able to hear you. And did he then say something was happening? Or-
Yeah,
Okay.
he said the man kept watching him.
Okay, and tell us what happened then.
As he was telling me, the man, he kept complaining that man was just watching him, and I just said how the man looked like.
Okay, hold on.
I would object to the narrative form of the testimony.
I'll be glad to rephrase. Or-
Please, could you please speak up so everybody can hear? Thank you. Go ahead and wait for the question, ask the question.
You've got a very soft voice, but we make sure everybody can hear you, both sides and everybody, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Martin, Trayvon Martin complained.
Yeah,
What was he complaining about?
that a man just kept watching him.
Yeah, I object to the narrative form of the testimony as opposed to the questions of what was said and what the response was.
Okay, if your objection is narrative, it is overruled. You may ask your next question.
After he said that, did you say anything back to him, or did he say anything back to you?
Yes, I asked him how the man looked like. He
And
just told me the man looked creepy and
he said the man looked creepy.
creepy white.
Okay.
Excuse my language, cracker.
Okay, and what did you say? Okay, they're having trouble hearing you, so take your time.
Creepy ass cracker
Okay, creepy ass cracker.
was just looking at him, and I said, "Oh,
Okay. And I know you grew up in a Haitian family, so make sure that everybody can hear you. Try to speak as clear and okay.
Okay, can you repeat what your answer was, please?
creepy ass." What's the question?
The question was they want you to repeat your answer when you said what you asked him what. the
I
man
had
looked
asked him
like.
how the man looked like. He looked like a creepy ass cracker.
Okay, let me make sure we got that. Creepy
Ass cracker.
cracker.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you recall him saying?
Yes.
Okay. And is that to mean you mean like a white individual?
Yes, Caucasian.
What did you say to him, or what did he say to you after that?
So he told me the man was looking at him. So I had to think it might have been a rapist. Saying you don't know the area, it might have been a rapist.
Okay.
So he told me the man was looking at him, so how do you think it might be a rapist?
Yes.
Okay. Were you saying?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the answer.
Okay, she's going to repeat it. Could you please repeat your answer?
Go ahead.
So he told me the man was looking at him, so I had to think it might be a rapist. She said something after that, but I didn't hear what she said.
Can you repeat? I'm sorry, Madam Court Reporter. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready to think.
Could you repeat your answer? You said you told him the man might be a rapist.
Yes.
Okay. And what else did you say to him, and what did he say to you?
No, stop playing with him like that.
I'm sorry.
With him like that.
Mr. Trayvon Martin told you stop playing with him like that, like
Yeah.
stop joking like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened next?
I told him, okay, then why he keep looking at you? So
Okay. Did Mr. Martin say the guy kept looking at him?
yeah, and then he just told me he just going to try to lose him.
Okay.
But I start walking back home. because the rain calmed a little bit down.
Okay. So Mr. Martin told you he was going to try to lose the man?
Yeah, but I started walking home.
Okay. And did you say anything to him?
No, we're just talking, and
Okay.
then he told me the man following him now.
Okay.
Man following him.
Yeah.
The man kept following him?
Yes.
Okay. Did he?
Objection. Mr. De La Ronda misstated the witness's testimony in his question. Could we
I'll be glad.
Just restate your question, and if you could give your answer slowly for us and loud.
You mentioned Trayvon Martin told you this man was looking at him,
Yes.
correct? You told him that,
This is leading now.
I'm trying to get to the point.
You're objecting that you can't understand what she's saying. We're trying to get the answer in. So if you could please give us your answer. Ask your question. Give us your answer as slowly and clearly and loudly as you can. Have a seat.
It's really hard for me to see the witness. If I'm seated, we have an obstruction issue in the court.
Okay, this is the first witness that you're telling me you're having an issue with seeing. If you need to move your seat to another place at the table, you may feel free to do so.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. De La Ronda, ask your question, please.
You mentioned that Trayvon Martin said something to you, and you said something back to him. Now follow up after you said about the man.
He started walking home.
Yes.
He started walking home. He told me,
Let me stop you. He said he started walking home.
yeah, he's going to leave the area where the mailing area at.
So you know,
He's going to leave the mailing area where he was at.
mailing area?
Yeah, where you get your mail.
All right. And I'll make sure that everybody understands what you're saying. Did you say he said he's going to leave the mailing area where he's at?
Yes.
Okay. What did you take that to mean?
That he's leaving the area. He said he's going to start walking home.
Okay.
So-
Then what happened?
So, and then we started talking about something else, about the All-Star game. Telling me the All-Star game, telling me to go check for him
All right.
if it's on.
Okay. So Mr. Martin told you he was leaving the mailing area where he was
Yeah.
at,
And then,
and he started talking about something else.
yeah,
What did you and Mr. Martin talk about?
the All-Star game.
The All-Star game meaning what? The basketball All-Star
The
game?
All-Star game that was happening that day.
Okay.
to
Then
check
what
on
happened?
him. And then he said, the nigga still following me now. That nigga is still following me now.
That he's still following him?
Yes.
Okay, did he use a word to describe that?
Let's go slowly.
And now the nigga still following me.
Okay. Pardon my language, but did he say the word, pardon my language, did he use the word nigger to describe the man now?
Yes.
Okay.
That's slang.
That's slang?
Yeah.
Okay. And he said, use the N-word to describe the man following him still.
Yeah, not
Okay.
following him.
Now following him.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I want you to do, Rachel Gentile, is
Please, yes, ma'am.
He's now, I'm sorry, I just didn't hear.
Okay, can we, one more time, please give that answer again.
He said, he told me now that a man is start following him. I follow him.
Okay, you can't ask your questions. If you can't understand, just raise your hand.
I apologize, we have a obstruction here that Rachel wants to clear. I'm going to wait a minute for Mr. West to reposition himself, so, with the court's permission.
I think the witness changed her answer from the first time. Could we have it read back rather than having the answer just repeated differently?
No, she can answer the questions, ask the question again.
Ms. Gentile, you mentioned what happened next. Tell me what happened next.
Okay.
Yes, we need the last question. After you started talking about the All-Star game, you started to say what Mr. Martin said to you on the phone. Could you please repeat it slowly and loudly?
Now the nigga is following me.
Thank you.
After Mr. Martin said the N-word and said he's following me, what happened then?
And then he just told me, and then I just told him run, and he said no.
Okay. You told him to run,
Yeah.
and what did, if anything, did Mr. Martin say?
He said no. He almost right there. So
He said,
he almost right by his daddy fiance house.
So, Mr. Martin, you told him to run, and he said no, he's almost by his daddy's.
I object. It's a misstatement of the
Okay,
witness's
please
testimony.
sit down. Could you please give your answer again? You have to say it slowly and loudly. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here's what you need to do: is move that microphone if you could a little bit. No, the one in the middle, the small one. You got two of them. I don't know if that one's working.
That's not the one. Bobby, could you lift the other one up just a little bit? I think we've been having problems with that microphone all along. I think it has to be tilted up. Could you speak into there and let's see if we can hear you?
Okay, thank you. Try. Just tell us what you
Yeah.
said. Go ahead.
And then he told me he's almost there. So as he's walking, he just complained the man still following him. And then he told me he gonna run from the back.
Okay, let me stop you a second.
wait, he's going to run from the back?
Yeah, run from the back. And I said, oh. And then a second later, he said he about to run from the back. And then I started hearing wind, and then the phone just shut off. And I had called
Stop
back.
a second. Let me make sure everybody's got it, because there's some people writing down notes. Take your time.
And then the phone just shut off. And then I had called back. He answered.
Okay. The phone.
Wait. And then the phone just shut off, and then I had called back, and he answered?
Yes.
Okay. Let me interrupt you a second. When you say the phone cut off, meaning your connection with Mr. Martin.
Cut off because he started running from the back area.
And did you call him back or did he call you back?
I called him back.
And when you called him back, were you able to, again, start talking to him on the phone?
Yeah.
Did Mr. Martin, then when you called him back, did you say something to Mr. Martin or did he say something to you? And take your time when you're answering.
He said I asked him where he at, and he told me he at the back of his daddy fiance house, like in the area where his daddy fiance by his daddy fiance house. Like I said, oh, you better keep running. He said, nah, he lost them.
Okay, let me stop a second. This lady's got to take everything down, so you make sure you're, okay. So after he said he lost him, what happened then?
And he said he by the area that his daddy house is, his daddy fiance house is. And I told him keep running. He said nah, he'll just walk faster. I was like, oh, and I ain't complained until he was breathing hard, so I understand why. So
What happened after that?
and then a second later, Trayvons said, oh shit.
A second later?
A couple of seconds later, Trayvon come and say, oh shit.
Okay, let me interrupt a second. When you say the words, oh shit, pardon my language, who said that?
Trayvon,
He said it to you?
yes.
Okay. And after he used, pardon my language, he said, oh shit, what happened then?
The nigga behind me.
I'm sorry.
The nigga behind me.
Okay, he used the N-word again and said, the nigger is behind me?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you say anything to him at that time?
I told him, you better run. And he had told me he almost by his daddy fiance house. So I said, oh, and then I just closed my room door that connects to my door in the bathroom.
Okay, let me make sure the jury understands that. You're not talking to Mr. Martin at that time. You're actually in a room and you did what in your house?
It was in my bathroom. I was trying to fix my hair for school the next day.
Okay, so you were talking, how were you able to talk and fix
On
your hair at the
Bluetooth.
same time?
On Bluetooth.
You were on Bluetooth?
Bluetooth.
Okay. So while you were talking to him, you had a Bluetooth connection,
Yes.
and did you tell him, hold on, I'm going to go fix my hair, or you just did it? You're just telling the jury what you did?
I just did it.
Okay.
Because the phone was just in my pocket, so.
Okay. What happened then after you went to another room, closed the door, and were fixing your hair?
I just closed the door.
I'm
And
sorry,
then-
you closed the door.
Yeah.
Are you still talking to him at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us what happened then.
And then I say, Trayvon. And then he said, why are you following me for? And then I heard a hard breath man come and say, what you doing around here?
Okay.
Wait, no. And then I say, Trayvon, and then he said, why are you following me for? And then I heard a hard
Breathing man say, what you doing around here?
breathing man
Yeah.
saying,
What you doing around here?
Okay. Let me interrupt you. Is what you just told us a conversation that you're having with Trayvon, or Trayvon's having with somebody else?
What happened to someone else?
Okay. That's what you're hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then I started saying, Trayvon, what's going on? Then I heard a bump. And I had a feeling it was the bump of the headset. Trayvon had a headset.
You heard a bump,
Yeah, a bump.
and what did you assume that was?
The headset.
What happened then?
Then I started hearing grass sound and wet grass sound.
What do you mean
rolling
you heard grass sound?
Like grass, wet grass.
Okay. Then what happened?
And then I was calling Trayvon. And then I started hearing a little bit of Trayvon saying, get off. It's crap.
Okay, let me stop you a second. You heard a grass sound, and then you said something. What did you say?
I was trying to say, Trayvon, what's going on?
And what did you hear?
Trayvon, I kind of heard Trayvon saying, get off.
Then what did you hear?
And then the second later, the phone hung up. The home shut off.
Okay. When the phone shut off, what happened then?
And I had to call him back.
You called Trayvon
Yeah.
Martin back?
Yes.
Were you able to talk to him
No.
again?
No.
Did Trayvon Martin, ever call you back?
No.
Did you ever talk to Trayvon Martin again?
No.
At some point, you found out that Trayvon Martin had been killed. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you recall, in relation to that Sunday when you had a phone call with him, when it was approximately that you found out that something had happened to Trayvon Martin?
It was a rumor. It was a rumor that Monday when I went to school. Like after
it was a rumor.
that Sunday he passed. Monday it was a rumor going around his school. I have friends that go around his school, that go to his school, saying that he passed away.
Okay.
I ain't believe it.
Let me interrupt you a second. At school, people were saying something happened to him,
Yeah, that he died.
and you did not believe it?
Mm-mm.
When did you officially find out that he was dead?
That Tuesday afternoon.
And do you recall how you found out that he died?
Because my friend had sent me
Okay.
a text of an article.
Okay, so you found out in the media, or people told you?
Yeah, my friend had sent me a text of an article saying Trayvon's name, that he died. And I had asked her what time that he died. And I had to look at my phone. My phone said 7:16. Then the phone hung up.
So you found out that Trayvon Martin was dead, and then you were trying to figure out whether, in relation to the last time you spoke to him?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how he died. It was just a fight. How he died, it was just a fight last time I had talked to him, the fight broke out.
Okay. You stated that a fight broke out. Tell us what you mean by that. Tell the jury what you mean by that.
It's just a fight broke out. It was not, I didn't take it serious, it was just a fight broke out. And I had thought he was already by his daddy's house, that somebody would come help him. because by the melon area you could hear sound and stuff. And I thought the daddy was there, so
You didn't realize that the last time you spoke to him was the day he died?
yeah.
Okay. At some point, did Trayvon Martin's dad call you up and tell you, in terms of figured out that you were the last person to have spoken to him on the phone?
Yes.
Okay. Now, ma'am, did you find out that Trayvon Martin had a wake and a funeral too?
Yes.
Okay. And you did not go to that, correct?
No.
Okay. When Trayvon Martin's dad called you up, did you tell him that you were the last person to have talked to him? Are you all right? Do you need to take a break?
No.
Okay. Do you want some water or something? Or okay. At some point, you found out that people wanted to talk to you about this case, about what you had heard?
When his father called,
Yes.
really much I did not know what, like, if I was in any way in this case. Like, when my friend did go to the wake, and
Okay.
they said they had got the man, so I said, okay. She went to the wake.
Yeah, a friend of yours went to the wake?
Yeah, like some of my friends went to the wake.
Okay.
And they had said his body was there. That his body, he dead.
Okay. Why didn't you go to the wake or to the funeral?
I didn't want to see the body.
I'm sorry, what?
I didn't want to see the body.
You didn't want to see the body?
No.
You ended up speaking to Trayvon Martin's mother and to parents, right?
Yes.
Okay. And did you end up lying about not going, why you didn't go to the wake, the funeral?
Yes.
And why did you lie about not going to the funeral or to the wake?
I felt guilty.
Felt guilty about what?
By them finding out that was the last person that was the last person who talked to his son.
That you,
That was the last person that talked to their son. And I didn't go to the wake for no respect.
Ms. Gentile, since that time, have you heard the recording, telephone recording where there's cries for help and then a shot? Have you heard that on TV and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. The cries for help, are you able to say whose voice that is or voices that is?
Trayvons. It sounds like Trayvons.
Probably have a note on it. I don't have any further questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ross.
Would this be a good time for a short break for everyone?
Okay. You okay if we take a short break?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a 15-minute recess. If you'll please put your notepads face down on the chairs and follow Deputy Jarvis out of the courtroom. Please be seated. Council want to approach for just one moment before we recess or break.
Well, let's see. I
And what grade will you be in starting in the fall?
12.
While you were growing up in Miami, did you become friends with a person by the name of Trayvon Martin?
Yes.
In fact, did you go to elementary school with him?
Objections leading.
I'll be glad to rephrase it. While you were in elementary school, did you meet Trayvon Martin when he was in school with you?
Yes.
Okay. And later, specifically in February of 2012, last year, did you end up having contact with him again?
Yes.
Okay. Specifically in February of 2012, did he end up coming by your neighborhood, and did you end up
He came
talking
around
to
my
him?
area.
Okay. Did you ever actually formally go out on a date with him?
No. We were just friends.
I want to focus on February 26th of 2012, that Sunday. Were you living in Miami, and were you in Miami on that date?
Yes.
Okay. And were you aware that
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that your testimony in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you.
You may proceed.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Could you state your name for the record and spell your last name?
Rachel Gentel. Jeantel.
Ms. Gentel, what is your date of birth?
February the 1st, 1994.
And you are how old right now?
19.
Okay. Have you previously gone by the name of Diamond or Dee Dee nicknames?
Yes.
Okay. And you currently live in Miami.
Yes.
Where were you born?
Miami.
Okay. Where did you grow up?
Miami.
Okay. Is your family originally from where?
Haiti and Dominican.
Haiti and the Dominican Republic?
Yes.
Okay. Was your mother born in Haiti?
Yes.
And do you live with your mother?
Yes.
Are you going to school at this time?
Yes.
And what school are you going to?
Miami North